Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? I am feeling especially chatty, so let's see if I even get to writing. I'm gonna get to writing. Do we like the shelves or what's on the shelves? I am skeptical about that pumpkin, or rather that shelf being able to support the pumpkin. I put it on there and it was like, whoa, but it's so cute. It's so cute. I love them so much. Also, fun fact, so I love this shirt. I have had this shirt, I shit you not, since possibly before 7th grade. And I don't know what a little baby 7th grader was doing with a completely see-through shirt. I'll let you guys know right now, I'm gonna be at work all day today. Not coming home until probably between 7 to 9 p.m., which sucks for the dogs. I got a lot of stuff to do and I need the hours. So I don't know how many check-ins of this I'm gonna be able to do, but I'll try to get some writing montage stuff completed. And considering I have so much downtime between morning shift and evening shift, it's a good 4 or 5 hours. Maybe I'll be able to get some reading done too. I'm now listening to Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas, which is I know people have very strong opinions about Sarah J. Maas. My friend Miss J, which you guys saw in that NaNoWriMo interview episode, I got her to read some and she just does not like it at all. And everything she says is like, yeah, you're right. It is ridiculous. It does feel like she does not have an editor. It in a lot of ways feels like a first draft, but I was listening to Kingdom of Ash and it's like, man, but I missed it. But it's fun. But I'm also trying to get through my physical copy of Nevernight, and that has been very slow. Please let me know if anyone has read Nevernight and if they've had a similar effect. I'm not reading any of the asterisk stuff anymore. I just can't. It slows the momentum of the story down too much. I can't get my grip on what the plot is supposed to be. Not quite clicking with it yet, but I've heard such good things about it that it's like, okay, well, I feel like I will. I just need to read more of it. Okay, so I've also video idea. So do you guys know what a mukbang is? I'm sure you do. If you watch YouTube, you know what it is. But I thought it was super grotesque and just something weird, sick perverts liked watching. I thought the whole thing is that you, the viewer, just enjoyed watching YouTubers gorge themselves. And that sounded so nasty and so disgusting to me. I don't want to hear people chewing. I don't want to see people I don't like it. However, there's a YouTuber that I've been really into lately, and she has some mukbangs, and I finally watched one, and the way that she talked about it is oh, she's just casually eating and talking to her friends. It's a sit down, chatty video. She's just talking about her life, but eating while doing it. We're all sitting down for dinner with each other. And I was like, oh, that's cute. That I like. Now that I kind of get that, what if I do, assuming that I win NaNoWriMo, what if I do a carnivore mukbang? As in, I think you're supposed to have a lot of food, but what if I just have a really big steak? And sit down and chit chat with you guys for a little bit. Does that sound fun? I'm seriously thinking about it. And thank you so much for all of the very sweet and interesting comments that I got on yesterday's video. I know it was kind of dramatic, but y'all really came through with some just either encouragement and or advice, which was just darling. It was very sweet. But anyway, what do I need to do today for NaNoWriMo? I need to finish up the chapter I'm working on, which is the chapter I started yesterday, which should be no big deal. It's the POV character that's by himself. There's a new character that's introduced in that side of the world as well, and it's just so fun and creepy and terrible to write. I love it. I know yesterday I was just like, oh, if I get a creative second wind, I'll do some more prepping. I did not get a creative second wind. I spent a lot of the time cleaning and decluttering. I've been kind of into the idea of minimalism and just cutting the fat out of my possessions, but I have a friend who's very into environmentalism, and it's rubbed off on me a little bit. And so between like not wanting to create more waste, not wanting to buy more stuff, hone in on the things I own and really only keep the things that I love and that I need, and just the idea of not constantly feeling the need to buy things. I have that especially with like makeup and hair care, which apparently personal care items are what make up a third of landfills. So it's just something I've been thinking about a lot lately as well, and that I really want to apply to my life, except with books, which is bad. That environmentalist friend is like, you should get a Kindle, you should get a Kindle. I'm like, yeah, but I love a physical book so much. I love the way it feels. I love the way it sounds when you flip the pages. I love the way it smells. I love just actually having it. Maybe I'll switch to a Kindle at some point in my life, but I'm like, man, I freaking love physical books, and I love owning physical books, and I love buying physical books. But that's a tangent. I need to sit down and write. I have about a half hour per usual to bang something out, and then I'm going to spend all day at work. So although I'm very chatty at the beginning of this video, you probably won't get a lot of dialogue from me for the rest of the day. So let's get started, folks. I got my pink sweater on, which means I have to get going, but I did almost 600 words. I'm like 550 or something like that. So pretty good amount. Another 1,500 just to hit my 2,000 word count goal for the day. I don't know if you guys do this with your manuscripts. I have not taken the time for this new character to come up with a name for him. So throughout this entire manuscript, it's just the man. The man said this, the man did that. So maybe I'll take a minute to try to figure out his name, which is so fun. It's one of my favorite things to do with stories, but I have to get going. You guys will come with me. Let's have a fun day at childcare. Oh my goodness. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I feel like a Victorian woman. Oh my God. Do you guys ever like a song so much that you listen to it on repeat for your entire half-hour commute? Because that's what I just did. Your Soul by Hippie Sabotage. My favorite genre of music are songs that get me really hyped and like make me want to dance or work out or something. But the lyrics are very sad and melancholy, and this totally fits that. Whew. So good. So I am here, I'm by myself for a little bit, which is fantastic because that means I can get a lot of stuff done. As much as I love my employees, they're so awesome that all I want to do is talk to them the entire day. So this will give me a chance to actually get some things rolled out. Good morning.
Hallucinate from not having enough water today.
What?
I'm hallucinating.
Hey guys. Okay, so it is the next day, obviously. Although I was at work for over 12 hours, I did not get a ton of writing or even video editing completed because my other coworkers, employees were there, and they're so fun. And I had so much fun. We just spent all the day like talking, laughing, memeing, jamming. It was just a freaking blast. But I did not hit my word count. I did not even hit the 1,600. I did about 1,100. So I have to play catch up today, which I should be able to do, no problem. But the real reason I am just pumped out of my mind is because it is November 22nd, 2019, which is the day that Frozen 2 comes out. As you guys like may or may not know already, I love Frozen. I love it. I saw it when I was 20 in theaters, had no idea what it was about, thought it was just gonna be like a dumb kind of kids movie about a snowman and a reindeer. No clue it was a musical, no clue there were princesses in it, and I lost my mind. It was so good. My brother actually got me these like really beautiful Anna and Elsa ornaments, and I have some Anna and Elsa like official Disney pins. Obviously the movie on Blu-ray. My brother, he went to Disney World and he got me some like Frozen merch, and I'm not a huge merch person. I own pretty much no movies, but I love Frozen, and I feel like it's really cool now, at least amongst my friend group, to kind of hate on Frozen. I think because it's so insanely popular and successful still, and I think for some people, if it didn't resonate with them, they're like, why is this movie so beloved? But like, if you get it, you get it, and my like heart and soul just gets it. And so ever since I saw the Frozen 2 trailer, which I have a reaction video on, and it's one of my favorite videos that I've ever done because it's one of the only movies that I'm really excited for, and it just looks so good. And I was nervous when they announced that they were going to do a Frozen 2 because Disney sequels, I mean, are notoriously bad, and I worried that they were going to either retread the same story or not be able to recapture like what it is that made that first movie so special. This trailer, and I have like tried to avoid all these other trailers, which is so hard when you work in a child care center, because a trailer will come on, I'll just hear the music and I'll like, like, no, I don't want any spoilers. I'm trying to go into this as blind as possible. I don't know what the plot is. I don't want to know like any side characters or anything like that. It looks pretty intense. I don't know. I'm just so excited for it. So I'm seeing it tonight with friends, and then I'm seeing it again on Sunday. And then depending on how much I love it, I'll probably see it again. Like but anyway, tonight's the night, so I'm really excited about that. I'll definitely get some footage, show you guys stuff probably tomorrow. Just have to get that off my chest so I can focus in on writing my story. I'm also thinking about maybe filming a video or including it with one of my NaNoWriMo vlogs where I do talk more about AuthorTube rebranding, because I think it's really interesting. I love branding, I love marketing, I love considering the visual aspect of presentation, and it's interesting when it's tied up with someone's personality. So I've been doing a lot of looking at big author tubers, looking at major author blogs, because actually there's not a lot of like major authors that do author tubing, which is interesting, and just looking at other speakers or people that I really respect and admire, like Jordan Peterson, and kind of how he brands himself. And it's been fascinating. So maybe I'll talk more in depth with that on like a Saturday or a Sunday when I have way more time. So I'm gonna get started. I'm kind of at the end of my last chapter, and then I start a new chapter which I have no Preptober notes for, and you guys will follow along. So that was a pretty successful writing session. I did almost 900 words, but I'm also playing catch up from yesterday. So I'm about 200 words away from reaching 34,000. So I think today, if I hit 35,000, I'll be pretty happy. If I go beyond that, I'll be even happier. And then I'm going to really try to get to 40,000 this weekend. But today, 35, call it good. Again, if I can do more than that, then I'll feel even better, and I want to feel as good and as guilt-free as possible before I go see what's probably going to be a cinematic masterpiece.